The Star Lounge, where we get local musicians in to talk about their music here at Star 104.5. Today we're chatting to Joseph Arrua. Now, you're just about to do your original Lazy Afternoon. Tell me all about it. Explain it to me.
Lazy Afternoon was really me just writing about what was genuinely happening to me at that moment. I was just tired on a Sunday afternoon, and I just went, I'm so bored. What can I do today? I'll write a song.
So you wrote a song about being bored?
Pretty much. Just sitting around on a lazy afternoon doing nothing, really.
Where does inspiration normally come from if you are writing an original?
I guess it's parts of my life or something interesting that I've read. My mind sort of stays open to the different things that I experience and read and hear so that I can sort of get inspiration from as many different areas as possible.
What comes first, the lyrics, the melody, the chords?
Generally speaking, it'll be the chords and the accompaniment there.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just get really great lyric lines or melody lines that just catch me, and then I work with those.
Yeah. Where did you learn to write a song? Are you self-taught? Did you have any formal training?
I sort of got thrown into it a bit for an Eisteddfod one time, and that sort of was the initial spark that got me going, and just writing and writing and writing until I eventually got to a point where I can say that I'm not terrible at it.
Right, so your first couple of songs, how were they? So how old is this song, the one we're about to listen to? How long ago did you write that?
That would be getting on a year, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
Which is a while for me, actually.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's listen to it right now. This is Joseph Arrua's original Lazy Afternoon on your lazy Sunday afternoon here at Star 104.5.
Sun rays coming through my bedroom window. Just lying there thinking about nothing again. God, I'm yours playing on my radio, and I got nowhere better to go. So I just keep playing my guitar on this lazy afternoon. Eating pizza from dinner last night, acting like I'm jet lagged. I had a bad flight. So few plays on every channel, and my TV would hit the road and see my friends, but I just want to see how this episode ends. Who cares about writing the last line on this lazy afternoon? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. On this lazy afternoon, this day's ending too soon. On this lazy afternoon. Sun rays coming through my bedroom window. Just lying there thinking about nothing again. God, I'm yours playing on my radio, and I got nowhere better to go. So I just keep playing my guitar on this lazy afternoon. On this lazy afternoon. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Star 104.5. Star 104.5 with the Star Lounge this afternoon, chatting with Joseph Arrua from Kincumber. Tell me about some influences on your musical styles. Who do you listen to?
There's a lot of those acoustic artists, particularly Angus and Julia Stone.
Yep.
Ben Howard, that sort of give me ideas of what to do with a guitar.
Yep.
that you can write a certain way, or you can play guitar a certain way that can make it more interesting, more fun, more laid back, more emotional. There are so many different areas in which you can go, and a lot of those sorts of artists have taught me how to do that with the acoustic guitar.
We're chatting with Joseph Arrua. This is the Star Lounge on Star 104.5.
With
Star 104.5, this is more music variety on the Star Lounge, where we chat to local up-and-coming musos and have a chat about their music and their influences and stuff. Now, before you mentioned Chet Faker, so we're going to talk about another Aussie right now, Gotye.
Yeah.
Do you sort of find yourself gravitating towards that sort of acoustic Australian sound?
I guess. It's just sort of listening to as much as possible, and for some reason I find myself drawn to a lot of Australian artists, whether we're just inherently drawn to people like us. I honestly don't know. But yeah, I really do love Gotye and his music.
What is it that you like about him?
I guess it was the eclectic nature of his albums themselves.
Yeah.
It was one of the first albums that I'd heard that had really sort of blown my mind and introduced me to different sorts of music.
Yep. What's your favourite album of all time, would you say? Can you answer that?
Haha! Wow, what a hard question. Yeah, I would probably go between Gotye's Making Mirrors and the Footloose soundtrack, personally.
The Footloose soundtrack.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's listen to some Gotye right now. Joseph Arrua style. This is Somebody I Used to Know. It's the Star Lounge on Star 104.5.
now and then I think of when we were together. Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. Like when you said you felt so right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. But I was loving and snake, I still remember. You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, like resignation to the end, always the end. But when we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we would still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. And I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger, that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though, 'cause now you're just somebody that I used to know. Oh, 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 oh. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over. Part of me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't wanna live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. And I don't even need your love. But you treat me like a stranger, that feels so wrong. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though, 'cause now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Star Lounge on Star 104.5. This afternoon we've been chatting to Joseph Arrua. Thank you for dropping by this afternoon.
Thanks. It's
Now-
been wonderful being here.
Now, quickly plug, where are you playing? If people want to check you out in concert or, strumming the acoustic, where can they find you?
I'm busking about the place. In March, I'll be up at Nora Head in the Art Cafe on the 19th, and on the 20th, I'll be at Shelley's Cafe at Saratoga.
Okay, now if people want to check out your music or download some tunes, where can they find you?
I do have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Joey Arrua.
Spell it.
JoeyArrua.
If people want to follow you, get in touch with you and check out your music, they can head there.
Yeah.
Joseph, thank you so much for dropping by the Star Lounge.
It's been wonderful.